We got Keith Harvey Davis in the building, representing for, what was it, 1998?
No, I graduated in 97.
97. I mean, obviously, or honestly, there was a lot of controversy with a lot of people's comments on the last couple episodes for, the top 3 players in Columbia history and all that, Facebook, Instagram. So, I had to get somebody from the 90s to represent, and also someone who has a clear view of being on the bench in the early 2000s, 2010s, up until, was it 2014, I think it was. Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've seen a lot of ball players come through, from your era and from the younger era. So your perspective means, a lot, kind of like how, it was with Rodney and Harold. So you're a person that can, help set this argument straight. But I want to ask you first to give me your introduction to Columbia basketball coming in your freshman year, or when you first moved here back in, I think it was at 90, whatever it was.
Yeah, I think I moved out here in like 93. I got to Columbia like the end of October, my freshman year.
You said, I remember speaking to you about this earlier. You said you went on the team. You was on the team, or you got cut your freshman year, right?
Yeah, I got cut freshman year.
Yeah, for it was a certain guy you got cut for, right?
Yeah, a guy named Chris Tomasco, white guy. He's like comedian cat. He was well known though.
Cool. And then your sophomore year, you played for Jerry Holmes, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you explain to me what it was like there when you came in the tryouts? You kind of was a new guy. Everybody knew you should have been on the team the year before, and then you come in this year. Everybody pretty much knows you in the neighborhood for being nice. So kind of tell me what it was like that year, the sophomore year playing, and some of your teammates that was making noise in that league that year.
Yeah, my sophomore year JV, we it was me, it was Tim, Steve, Drew, Andrew Carter, this cat Ayudel, who was like probably one of the nicest guards that I knew that I played against. Carl Thompson, he was a freshman, he played JV. Ryan James, Nkosi Anderson. These just people I remember. This guy Daryl Lee from New York. He played JV as well. And I might be forgetting some people, but I don't know.
I mean, shit, that was
full,
pretty good memory so far.
Fuquan Johnson played JV. I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, and you started?
JV, nah. Tim started. I probably started a couple games, but it was really Tim, IU till whatever happened with him, and who else? Nkosi, Ryan, and Steve. I think Stoop started.
Okay, so explain to me what it was like playing for Gerald Holmes, who I'm gonna have here on Monday. He's now the coach at Bloomfield. He used to be a JV coach at Columbia. What was it like playing for him?
I mean, it was cool. Like Holmes was cool for the most part. I ain't really had no issues with him. You know what I'm saying? I liked him more than Bailey. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wish that joke was our varsity coach, man. But nah, Holmes was cool, man. I think because he was a guard, so he probably understood guards. You know what I'm saying? From my like, I haven't played like organized ball like that at Benedict's. We was probably just like, we was a lot nicer than a lot of other teams, so our coach ain't really have to coach. You know what I'm saying? So we was pretty much doing what we wanted. 7th, 8th grade. Like my 7th grade coach got fired because like we beat the team by like 100 points, and cats on our team was doing cartwheels and stuff. So in the middle of the game, so he wanted to get fired. You know what I'm saying? But nah, Holmes was pretty cool, man. He and I think the reason why I probably wasn't starting and stuff like that with him is because I ain't playing no D.
A little honesty for you, huh?
Huh?
I said a little honesty for you, huh?
No, I wasn't a defender. Like them cats, like Tim and them, they play defense. You know what I'm saying? They might not have been able to score, but you know what I'm saying. They was defenders though.
All right, and explain to me who the players were on varsity that year that were the best players in the school at the time.
That was Claude Mexican, Rashawn Reese, Dave, light skinned cat, David, I forget his last name. I think he was on that team. Paul Carter. I think Eric Fuentes. Eric Fuentes. Who else is on that team? That's all I remember. Oh, Henry Fun. I think Henry was playing varsity.
Okay, these are for those that don't know.
Oh, Aaron Lee. I think Aaron Lee played on that team too.
About 5 of those dudes that you just named. My guy Russell Carter went on Facebook, had a little argument with some of the younger guys that was on there, and about 5 of those names came up. You can say Aaron Lee, Henry Fun. These are guys that he brought up as some of the best players in Columbia of all time, that he said would eat Jamil for lunch and Yvonne and those younger dudes for lunch. So he says, from, you know what I mean, him and Andrew Carter. So why don't you like explain to me like what their games were and how they dominated? Like what were they? I mean, because if people are gonna name them the greatest of all time, what did they do? Were they all county type players? Were they nice off? I mean, kind of, you know how some players are better at the park than they are actually on the court and organized ball. Like, explain to me how these guys made such an impression for him, a younger guy who's my age, to bring him up.
I mean, I don't know, but if you talking about like me seeing, like, if I was to take Jamil or Yvonne or Dez, they could have went at it with anybody on those teams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see, like, Rashawn was tough. I don't think he was better than Jamil. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see many guards that I've seen in Columbia, which, like I said, I only been there, like, played with them like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. But I don't see how anybody could say that any of those cats is better than like Jamila or Yvonne.
I got it. So your sophomore year, how'd that end up for y'all? Did y'all get to the county finals, or did y'all get knocked out by a team? Or
Yo, bro, like, when I tell you, like, when I played, like, I was like there to stay out of trouble for the most part. Like, I think I think we lost in the counties. I don't think we went that far in the counties, JB. I could be wrong, but I don't remember going that far.